Hello guys, back together on the Lolivorn channel. In this video, I will discuss the anime that was just released this fall, namely, The Demon Sword Master of Excalibur Academy, which has a rating of 7.14 on the anime list platform in Japan. The rating itself is quite good for an anime with a fantasy theme, even though it doesn't reach 8 or above. Especially regarding the storyline of the anime itself, which has a very interesting story development to enjoy. For this first episode, if I could give a score, I would give it a score of 7.5. Moreover, this year's season of fantasy genre anime with the main character being a demon king is really very rare to find. This is very natural considering that this year, there are a lot of anime with the theme of incarnations into other worlds, whether as villains, supporting characters, or main characters. I myself often see many of the anime I mentioned earlier in each season this year. Okay, in addition, in this video, we'll explain the important points in the first episode of the anime, The Demon Sword Master of Excalibur Academy. The first important point concerns the invasion by the human army led by 6 heroes, attacking the castle where the Demon King is located. He is a demon king who is the ruler of the underworld who has ruled for more than 1,000 years before the setting of this story was created. It was also previously known that Leonis was one of the 6 heroes before he became the ruler of the Dark World. However, because he had been betrayed by the kingdom he had saved, Leonis decided there was no other way but to change his own philosophy, which initially intended to protect all of humanity, but instead turned to wanting to antagonize every human kingdom by choosing to become the ruler of the King of Darkness. This is also the reason why the group of 5 remaining heroes stormed the castle in the underworld. The second important point is that the Demon King Leonis, who felt pressured, decided to reincarnate more than 1,000 years in the future by sealing himself in his castle. With that, he gave time to the 5 remaining heroes to destroy the castle, while his subordinates disappeared along with Leonis, who started his reincarnation magic. Continued with the third important point, which is directly related to the second point where the Demon King Leoni, who was sleeping in the process of reincarnation, was found by a girl named Rasilia Ray Crystalia, who was a student at Excalibur Academy. He tried to get out Leonis, who was sleeping in a lump resembling ice with a very hard density, to the extent that the shot fired by Rasilia from her gun did not cause the slightest scratch on the cage protecting Leonis, which ultimately made Leonis feel furious and destroyed his own barrier from the inside, throwing Rasilia, who was nearby. The fourth important point is the Demon King Leonis, who returned to his human form while still being one of the 6 heroes, where, according to him, he returned to the form of the hero Leonis when he was still 10 years old. The next important point is the fifth, where suddenly, the 3 of them were attacked by a creature called a void. The form of void itself has various types. There is a void that looks like a golem, as well as a winged dragon. And next is the 6th important point, and the last point, where Rasilia was attacked with one of the voids in the form of a winged dragon to lose her life. But with the power possessed by Lioness, Rasilia can be revived, even though she makes Rasilia herself a vampire. And those are the important points in the first episode of the anime, Seiken Gakuin no Makentsukai. In my opinion, in the development of the anime story itself, it still looks monotonous and seems similar to other Demon King themed anime. That's the discussion in this video. If you have any questions, just write them in the comments column. Okay, see you in the next video.